They wanted to leave their bodies, not metaphorically, literally. In 1978, the CIA spent taxpayer money trying to separate the human mind from physical form. This was no fringe experiment. It was part of a classified program that ran for over 2 decades, involving military officers, physicists, and psychic operatives. Its name, Project Stargate. And at the heart of it was something called the Gateway Process, a roadmap for out-of-body exploration. They didn't just believe it was possible, they believed it could be weaponized. The story begins with the Cold War, where paranoia was policy and no frontier was off-limits. In the 1970s, intelligence reports claimed that Soviet scientists were investing heavily in psychotronic research, telepathy, mind control, remote influence. Rather than laugh it off, the U.S. matched the effort. The CIA, Army intelligence, and even the DIA began quietly funding psychic research. What emerged was a classified collaboration with a civilian group, the Monroe Institute. Founded by radio engineer Robert Monroe, the Institute had been researching altered states of consciousness, notably the sensation of astral projection, where consciousness appears to detach from the body. Monroe claimed this could be trained, measured, and potentially aimed. In 1983, the Army commissioned a top-secret report titled Analysis and Assessment of the Gateway Process. It was prepared by Lieutenant Colonel Wayne McDonnell. The report is not light reading. It blends neuroscience, quantum theory, holographic models of the universe, and metaphysical philosophy into one dense 29-page file. But at its core, the message is clear. The brain is an electrochemical machine, and with the right stimulus, its perception of time and space can be altered. By syncing brain hemispheres using binaural beats, subjects could allegedly enter deep states of consciousness, beyond sleep, beyond dreams. They called it Focus 10, mind awake, body asleep. From there, the journey could begin. According to the Gateway framework, reality isn't as fixed as it appears. Instead, it's described as a hologram, a projection of consciousness within a universal energy field. In this model, the human mind isn't trapped inside the skull. It's a receiver, a tuning device. And like tuning a radio, it can move between frequencies, even outside space and time. Trained subjects claimed they could leave their bodies, observe remote locations, access memories buried deep in the subconscious, even encounter non-physical entities. To skeptics, it sounded like science fiction, but the CIA wasn't interested in belief. They wanted results. Enter remote viewing, a technique where a person attempts to see a distant or unseen target using only the mind. Over the years, Stargate participants claimed success in describing secret bases, submerged submarines, and even encrypted Soviet documents. One famously tasked remote viewer claimed to perceive Mars 1 million years ago, describing large humanoid beings and pyramid-like structures. And this was recorded, not imagined. It's in the documents. The Pentagon didn't laugh. They kept funding. From the mid-70s to the mid-90s, tens of millions of dollars were poured into the program, because even if it worked 1% of the time, it might be worth it. But how did they train for this? Subjects at the Monroe Institute underwent intensive audio sessions. Wearing headphones, they listened to binaural tones designed to synchronize brainwave activity. Guided meditation layered over the sound would lead them through different focus levels. Focus 12, Focus 15, Focus 21. Each one a deeper layer of altered awareness. Some reported floating above their bodies, some claimed to pass through walls, explore distant cities, or visit other realms entirely. Debriefings were recorded, sketches drawn, and accuracy scored. Sometimes the results were startlingly correct. Sometimes they were nonsense, but either way, the program pressed forward. In 1995, the CIA declassified large portions of Project Stargate and quietly shut it down. Officially, they claimed the data was inconclusive. Unofficially, they'd spent 20 years studying minds that traveled without moving and had no framework to explain it. The Gateway Report was archived and forgotten until 2003, when it was released through a Freedom of Information request. Then again in 2017, it resurfaced online, and the internet noticed something strange. Page 25 was missing. Not redacted, not labeled, just gone. After years of speculation, the page mysteriously reappeared in 2021. Its contents? A vague summary of transcendence, absolution, and ultimate consciousness. Written in words that feel like riddles, like something meant to be read only after the fact. So, did it work? Did the CIA crack open the door to other dimensions, or just get lost in a hall of mirrors? What's undeniable is this: they believed it was worth trying, that the mind might not be trapped in bone and blood, that something else is possible, something still unnamed. And that's the part they couldn't control. When you begin to map the boundaries of consciousness, you might find there aren't any. If that idea resonates with you, stick around, subscribe to Null Index, and follow us deeper into the unknown.